Happy May Day. Although May Day 2012 is not a day where we can celebrate progress for working people. Indeed, it's a day where we stand and start a fight back, a day where we draw a line in the sand because governments are failing workers everywhere. There's no question that governments have lost their moral authority when they wake up every morning and worry more about what the markets are doing than whether their people can eat, whether they have jobs, whether decent work is at the heart of their countries and people have social protection for security. They've in fact lost the authority of democratic governance when they are listening to the demands of the multilateral agencies, the central banks, the IMF, the European Commission in the case of Europe and the attacks on workers, or indeed just the demands of the bond markets, rather than listen to the priorities that people want, the voice of democratic nations. And of course we see in many countries, too many countries, the oppression of dictatorships where workers' rights are such a struggle that despite the inspiration of the Arab Spring, too many of our brothers and sisters are incarcerated, tortured, just for standing up for rights and democratic freedoms. So today we draw a line in the sand. This marks a fight back. We demand of governments that they rein in the financial sector, that they create jobs, they scale up, they meet the 600 million jobs challenge we have to meet over the next 10 years. They do something about youth employment immediately. You can't have a third, half, even more of your young people unemployed in our nations and pretend that we're not headed towards an economic and social time bomb. And of course we demand decent work, workers' rights. Workers' rights are under attack everywhere because the power of the corporates, the marriage of the bond markets with the ratings agencies, more interested in greed and ongoing speculation than in stable economies and decent work. So workers' rights at the heart of our struggle and social protection as we transition towards a green economy. We know that this year, as never before, May Day marks a day where we stand and fight for the social justice, the rights base of our societies, the needs of working people, our members everywhere.